Hello, hello. I figured since last time it took a little bit because notifications may or may not have gone out. Figured I'd at least let this sit here just for a couple minutes, let people join first before I jump straight in. Because the beginning of Chapter 3 is going to give us a recap. And we don't want to miss our recaps now, do we? What's up, man? I want to try Bright Diner Cupcakes now. Yeah, every time I play this game, or the second one, and we go in the Bright's Diner, I'm just like, dude, I don't even like pie that much, but give me some pie. Give me some pie and a cup of coffee. And also, sorry about starting a little bit late. I was dealing with, or getting the pleasure, the privilege of handling Ollie, Oliver Joseph Bear, the elusive one y'all have never met. And all the dogs are out in the house, so let's pray they don't interrupt. Let's pray that lawnmowers don't start popping off around my house, because if they do, these dogs aren't going to shut up. Did you watch Twin Peaks growing up? Not tremendously. I have seen several episodes of it. Oh, let me fix this. I have seen several episodes of Twin Peaks, enough to get the overall aesthetic and stuff, but I have not, I did not, like, watch it, if you know what I mean. Okay, last thing. Oh, hey, Giz. Okay, last thing here. 1 second. The camera's a little wonky. Let me take that off. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Alright, got it. Alright, it's time to go. It's time to rock and roll. So, sorry I'm out of breath. I was fighting with him to get him outside. He didn't want to go. So I ended up having to just put him in his happy place. Alright, let's continue.
Previously on Alan Wake.
Here we go.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
How the hell did she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
FBI?
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Alright,
Let's make this quick, huh?
I'll interact with y'all in just a minute, because we're about to get
Name's Randolph.
a exposition dump.
Works as a waitress down at the diner?
Rose, sure.
First off, Brett, what the heck?
Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
So yeah, Rose is taking over.
Saying, Al,
Oh, here we go.
I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Did you get all that? I think it'll pick back up again once I get back to the landlord. All right. First off, if I had to,
How about that?
mother
It was there in
f.
the morning, as if it had fallen from the
Whoa.
sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers. Come on, mister. I'll take you to Rose's.
They said they just found a boat like that one day, or they said it fell out of the sky. Jeez, I'd be asking a lot more questions if I were this guy. If I were this landlord and this was my property, I'd be asking a lot more questions. To name a dog after a news outlet, a video game outlet, I don't think I want to. I don't want to be reminded of news gaming outlets. I mean, Kotaku, as garbage as they are, probably sounds like the best dog name. I could call it International Gaming Network. Hello, International Gaming Network. How are you? Big old Kylo. You have such a big head. Yep, you have a big head. Poodle head. Alright. Oh, you have a wet mouth? Dang it. I need to teach them to wipe their mouths off.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
What do you do all day? Actually, I can't. I've worked in property management. I know, it's wild. How did Barry find anything on Zane? He's about to tell us. That's a good question. He couldn't find any articles about Thomas Zane, the guy that owned the cabin. And he's about to tell us.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al...
Barry's getting mad.
All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Alright, so there's our backstory. Thomas Zane owned the cabin that we stayed in. His lover was Barbara Jagger. Barbara Jagger drowned in the lake, and then a week later, a volcanic eruption in the lake made the cabin sink. Gone. But back in like the 70s, so as to how it was there when we got here, no clue.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Yeah, it seems innocent enough, but I don't blame the landlord for being suspicious. Girl lives alone in a trailer, two guys are rolling in. Cynthia just needs a night with Barry. I don't know about all that.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have
Sounds like she started the party without us.
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
She said she has all the manuscript pages, by the way. The pages that the kidnapper said he wants in 2 days, or else he's going to kill Alice.
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
Stop.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
So there's our Barbara Jagger.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
What'd she put in their coffee? Asking for a friend.
To work, boy.
I I felt nauseous, hungover.
Look at her room.
Anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances.
Thomas Zane, yep.
The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
We will get a moment to catch our breath. Yeah, look at all this. It's just Ilkavilli's face. That's funny. Yeah, she wasn't playing around. She is a fan. She is a fan. And Barry's still conked.
Day for me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
It's a little uncalled for.
Right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
Yeah, she's still out of it.
Work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you.
Jeez.
Nice day.
Okay, so yeah, Barbara Jagger drowned in the lake, but now something is wearing Barbara's face, and that's the old woman in the funeral dress we've been seeing.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time.
No, that's baloney. I'd be checking every inch of her trailer for my stuff. You know it's there. Like, where else would it be?
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had.
Mr. Randolph is the landlord.
It's so hard to make her bitter.
Yeah.
It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer.
He said he was trying to get... Yeah. The landlord was concerned about Rose because we've been there for a long time, so he called the police. So we're probably going to run into the police, is what that's telling us. But yeah, so Barbara Jagger is the lover of Thomas Zane who drowned, and something is now wearing her face. And she's been the one haunting us, making us... And the TV that we've seen with Alan on it has been him writing, and we don't know when that happened. But he said he's trying to write a story to bring Alice back, but she keeps editing it into a horror story.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you.
See, once I get to the point where I can remember what this radio is, we don't have to listen to the whole thing.
I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me?
Pat Main's voice is like golden chocolate, though.
I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM. Hey, it's Walt Snyder. What's on your mind?
Oh, Walt. Walt Snyder is the guy that we saw in the jail cell earlier in the game because he had punched his friend, Danny, and he said it wasn't Danny, it was something else, and they arrested him and put him in the drunk tank.
Sounds like a man with a problem, Walt.
Let me make this quick. So he calls in to tell Pat that he still has not seen Danny since then. Danny's been missing a few days. Okay, we got ourselves a manuscript to find, boys. And a dog to avenge. You think I'd forget about Max? No. We know why we're here. Alright, let's get to our car. And...
You're gonna get it now.
Frickin'.
God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale,
Ugh.
FBI. Get him up, Hemingway. You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Slade.
Max Payne bullet time. Why is that in this game?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac.
Dude, Nightingale sucks. Nightingale probably showers with his dad.
Leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Uh-oh. They're looking for me. Where'd I go? Yeah, they're back there. See ya, I'm out of here. Yeah, dude, Nightingale is one of the worst characters in any work of fiction ever. Hey, Rich. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I always set my notifications to go on with streams, but a lot of folks keep telling me that, or I keep hearing that they're not getting them. I don't know why that is. Yeah, they're after me, Lucky Charms. If only Alan could sprint more than 10 feet at a time.
There he is.
Yep, they see me. Goodbye.
Okay, then. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna come.
Oh!
Oh, damn.
Yep. What do you do in this situation? What do you actually do? God, that was a bullet went right past my shoulder. He definitely didn't work his way up the very clear path in the middle of this area. Don't look up the path. We go here? Yeah. Yeah, dude, Nightingale's awful. Liked it already anyway. Thanks, Rich. He's just such a cartoonish, over-the-top caricature, and I get that's what they're going for. Like, it's intentional, but good lord. And his motivations aren't clearly explained in this game either. Like, you have to find his motivation in other material.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given
The
it
poet, that's gonna be Tom. Tom Zane.
Freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Yeah, see, that's important stuff. Look at that. So, this is telling us what the darkness that is possessing Barbara Jagger right now. It was asleep. It got woken up by Thomas Zane somehow. Says, when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power. So Thomas Zane, who was here with Barbara, woke it up somehow. And then after that, the rock stars stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to. Okay, so the poet woke it up, put it back to sleep, then some rock stars came through and stirred it again, and then it was just chilling. It was just stuck until Alan and Alice rolled in on the ferry and it opened its eyes. Good stuff. Oh yeah, the cops are after me still. Oh, the darkness is rolling in. Help me, darkness. Whoa! Oh my. I love the sounds it makes. It's so creepy. Oh, the breaker's pissed. Okay, so that's good to know. It's good to know that the cops in the area already don't like him. Drop has... Whoa. Flare. Oh, this part's good. So there's a bunch of cops down there. Oh. It's rolling in again. They got him. Thank you, darkness?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Yep. Can you guess? So night number 1 was lumberjacks. Night number 2 was hunters. This is night number 3. Can you guess what batch of taken enemies we're going to fight now? Hey, easy. Easy. Well, that's not necessary. Alright, I appreciate her calling Nightingale out for shenanigans, but she didn't have to go and call me a geek. And what's wrong with a tweed jacket, either? Yep, it's just another night, another way that this game explains why there's so many enemies in the game. This time, it is cops. Hello, Chopper. Well, I don't have time for you. See ya. I can't even fight you, so I'm just gonna run. Run. And hit him. Whoa. The bird boys. The bird boys are back. There they go. Whoa. Uh-oh. Whoa. Sorry about that, boys. Toggle zoom. I'll toggle zoom. That is sensitive. Yep. Chopper down. Black Hawk down. I don't know if I'm even supposed to come up here.
This is James.
Mulligan and Thornton again.
Over. Thornton here.
Think the arm patches aren't seen as cool? Yeah, it's because they don't know what they're talking about.
They just put up a fight already.
We got Wheeler and Rose in custody.
Hey, come on. Sit down and give me that. Jane, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped.
Okay. So they arrested Barry and Rose. So they're safe. Well, safe as you could be, I guess. We're watching the entire department get crippled tonight, I guess. Yeah, arm patches aren't cool. Come on now. Would I wear them? Maybe not.
Was part of the local radio station.
But if I were a best-selling author, I think I would. Yeah, if I were a best-selling author, I'll wear whatever the heck I want. Uh-oh.
Unnatural shadows clung to me.
Alright.
The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me.
So now we're at the point in the game where it's not just people that get afflicted by the darkness. Now it's objects too.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Come on. And if I'm being honest, I think that the items getting, I guess you could call possessed, I don't know. Well, first off, this is not how cords work. There's sparks that were coming out all over this cord. Electricity is not like it's not like a water hose. Electricity doesn't just spill out.
The old generator conked out.
Are you serious?
To see if I could fix it and try again.
Again? Oh, it must be on a time limit. Okay. Oh, the sparks are indicators of the time that's remaining. All right, fine. Yeah, I think that the objects being afflicted in this game was probably done for some enemy variety. Which I can get behind that. That's cool. I think it's a little goofy, but it makes sense. Because why would a dark, evil entity that lives under a lake discriminate between what's living and what's not to do what it wants to do? So it makes sense. I get it. My clothes aren't nothing but patches. That's the spirit. That's what I'm talking about. What the? I need a flashlight. Give me a flat. What was that? Why did it do slow-mo? I didn't like that. It did slow-mo just for a second there, and it usually only does that whenever something's attacking. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. And a cop car.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades.
Oh my god.
An ideal weapon for my situation.
Yeah, they're ideal. A flashbang grenade. Yep, all the teams are dead. Sorry, Sarah. They're not going to call back to you. Oh, that means we're about to have to fight them. But I have flashbang grenades now. Uh-oh. Back off. Come on. Nice. Yeah, without exaggeration, the flashbangs are easily the most powerful weapon in this game, and probably the most powerful you could have in this situation. I appreciate how many different ways they came... Ooh. Hey, yo, hey, yo. I appreciate how many different ways they came up with to give you light as a weapon. Because if you think about it, we got our flashlight, there's flares, there's a flare gun, there's flashbang, there's the safe havens, there's those, like, posted up lights. And there's more flashbangs. Talk to me, Pat.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Milt.
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Yep.
Oh, that's just up the road from me.
So the neighbors can hear all the goofiness going on. Which, that's good. Again, world building. Uh-oh. Surrounded, but that's okay. Goodbye. Dude, don't let Call of Duty fool you on just how powerful a flashbang grenade is. Like, there was one time I heard the sound again. There was one apartment complex that I worked at briefly, and the owner of it was renovating it, and some of the units had been completely untouched. Did that get them all? Nope. They'd been completely untouched for years. And the last time someone had lived in them, there'd been like a SWAT team raid. And when you opened the door and looked at the floor, you could see where the flashbangs went off. And not only could you see where the flashbangs went off, like the black, like, I guess soot? I don't know what else you'd call it. You could also see where the furniture had been when those flashbangs went off. Like, you could see the lines of, like, the couch and the chairs and stuff. And the guy told us that he was he was there the day that it happened, and when they pulled the dude out of the apartment, his eyebrows were gone. So the flashbang must have gone off, like, right in his face. So yeah, don't underestimate how friggin' powerful those things are. Yeah, slow-mo from the gate, I'm not really sure. Better than actual grenades in this situation? Absolutely. Because what I'm understanding is the darkness protects these guys. So even if you had a nuclear bomb, I don't know if that would do anything until you got, well, a nuke would create a lot of light. So it probably would, actually. Okay, fine. How about if you had a rocket launcher? I don't think it would do anything. I think you'd have to get the darkness off them first. Flashbangs have been done really badly in a lot of recent games. You don't want to have this noise on max when playing games. That's true. That's very true. Points for realism, but doesn't necessarily mean I want that in my game. Boom. That dude was huge. Brought down by a little bitty flashbang. Oh, it's Pat's radio show. Or radio station.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Just show up in the middle of the night, ask for a car? Yeah, okay. I mean, some plans better than none, I suppose. Nope, can't jump. It's a trailer park. Of course you're gonna have trouble in a place like that. Okay. Oh my.
Well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint.
Oh my god.
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer
No, no.
Wake just walked in.
Don't say that on the air.
Let's see if I can talk him into an interview.
Yeah, I can understand somebody being like, oh, it's a trailer park, stuff happens there all the time, but to go on the radio and say, let the trash sort themselves out. Like, excuse me?
Need a moment before we can talk, so
Excuse me?
you can find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
I'm not here for that, Pat. I'm sorry.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from
Dude, that was record speed. Record speed.
Everyone calm down.
Put the gun down. We're all friends here.
Yeah, hey, we're all friends here.
Gal, we got him.
Yeah, he's the worst.
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
Thank you, Sarah. Or Sheriff Breaker. And jumping over ledges and rolling down hills again.
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
God, he's
I'd fallen off
obnoxious.
so many cliffs, it was ridiculous.
True.
That's what you get for naming a book The Sudden Stop.
Yeah, dude, look how big this game, this area is.
Where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
So I saw a recent interview with Sam Lake. It was, Behind the Voice was the name of the show. I'm not familiar with the person who runs it.
Nightingale stared through the broken studio window into the dark.
Young man, you almost shot me. You don't shoot off rounds at people like that. What's the matter with you?
Grabbed his arm. Young man, you
His cheeks burned with rage and humiliation. Good, good, they should. But I saw an interview with Sam Lake on Behind the Voice, and Sam said that he said it again. He was like, yeah, the game started out, we wanted to do a open world game, and it was a really hard decision in the middle of development for them to backpedal on that, but they already had a lot of the areas already done. So instead of having it be, oh, I can't do anything about that. Here, have a flashbang. Hold this. So they had a bunch of the areas already done, and so a lot of the areas that we see in this game, even though it's like a linear level structure, I don't know which areas they would be. I assume some of the bigger, more connected ones. Yeah, it would have looked the same even in a open world game. You would have just been able, there probably would have been a little bit of loading in between each area, because again, it's 2010. But yeah, there's not a whole lot of difference in the design we see now and the design we would have seen if it were an open world game. Gizmo, will you quit? I'm glad I have a gun now. Yeah, this is what I was... Wait, let me listen. Let me make sure that lawn care is not here. Nope, it's male. So the Kingerd is out of the house today, and I knew the dogs were gonna be out while I was streaming. And I was like, dude, if people start mowing lawns and stuff while I'm streaming and she's not here to pacify the dogs, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Yeah, good point. So he's saying that these trucks, what's that say? Bright Falls Light and Power, like all these different random lights, like lights and batteries and stuff that are left all over the place, appears to be intentional. The darkness controls the taken. What the heck was that? Oh, I wish that turret was still on. And it's not. Get away, get away, get away. Hello. Oh, they're all spitting out cop stuff at me. You have the right to remain silent. Keep your hands in clear view. Hello. Got one left? Nope, two left. Have a flare. See, I love it. I can still do my passive right here. without using any battery, and then when he gets too close, I can do that. Oh! That's another big one. Dodge it. She have to do another flashbang. Ooh, I got it off. I gotta reload, 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 reload. Dude's huge. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that little spotlight was timed. So I turned it on like a goob and then just hung out. And it went out before it was any use. But yeah, somebody's leaving these things all over the place on purpose. That much is pretty certain. Okay, so that's the way I'm supposed to go. But I see something up here. What is it? I wanna know. How many riders does he know of? I don't know. Yeah, all hail the yellow paint.
The bulldozer's engine roared to life. Mud and rocks flew as it fought for traction.
The bulldozer? Okay. We're gonna get attacked by a bulldozer. But hey, don't forget, when we played Control, they mentioned the same thing happening. That there was a... there was some kind of vehicle. It might have been a bulldozer. They might have even said that. Maybe it was a tractor that they ended up moving into the Bureau of Control. And it was completely unmanned. And it was just like attacking people. That was during the Alan Wake DLC. So yeah, this darkness is basically alive, which, if you think about it, think back to what Alice said, why she's afraid of the dark. Hello, train. Why Alice said she's afraid of the dark? She said it's not the absence of light that scares her, it's the thought that she views the darkness as as an entity of its own, as a thing. And that is exactly what has ended up happening in this game. It is a living entity that can consume things, control things, break things, possess you, throw stuff at you.
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice?
Alice? Alice?
Alan. Alan. I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from
Something else looking out from behind your eyes?
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
Keeps me in the dark. That's ominous.
Terrible. But that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow.
Yellow paint?
But she had called me.
I said I wasn't going to do a lot of exploring, but I would very much like to get more batteries. Ah. Yeah, so this stuff too, because that's the same symbol that was painted on the side of the truck for the, was it Water and Power Station or whatever? Bright Falls Power? A flare gun. That paid off. That paid off big time. Yes, sir. Oh. That's spooky. I didn't like that. Honestly, give me more of that. Like I think I said this last stream. Hi, Winnie. I think I said this last stream. I love it when they just come out. When they don't, you know, it doesn't announce their presence every time. Like, you see one just scuttling around the side of the screen. That's great. Yellow paint of noob. Yeah, that's true. Also, I have to say I was wrong. Sam Lake proved me wrong.
The pipe wrenched itself loose.
I think that's Winnie asking to go out. Let me go open the door for her. I'll be right back. Give me just a moment. And then I'll tell you why I was wrong. When I come back. 1 second. I've returned. Oh crap, camera's not on. Come on, come on. Transition. There we go. Yeah, never underestimate having a woman in the house that can, you know, do the important stuff, like let the dogs out while you're streaming. Or underappreciate, I guess. Make sure volume's on, volume's on. Double checking. Alright, good stuff. Okay. I can go back to YouTube now. Okay, so I was wrong. How many riders does he know of?
I could see a
Sam Lake proved you wrong. Yes, he did. Sam Lake did prove me wrong.
Some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
Yeah, see, last time I said, hey, look at this whole area. We were all the way up there. And now we're down here. That's cool. Anyway, Sam Lake proved me wrong. Follow. So, okay, so you can look at this yellow paint as two ways. One, it's noob paint, which it is. But also, story-wise, somebody's doing this on purpose. They want us to go this way. They knew where we were, and they placed this to help us get to a certain place. Narratively speaking. Which that makes it interesting to me, I think. Anyway, I'm wrong. Because in the last stream, I said that I wouldn't be surprised, and I was pretty sure that the first Alan Wake was developed. They wanted that Remedy wanted it to be a horror game, but they were too afraid to go all out because of the time period.
The darkness that was pursuing me
Whoa.
was growing stronger, and it was taking over.
Yeah, it's moving everything. In that interview with Sam Lake, good God. Good Lord. Oh, here they come. Objects. Get away from me. Get away, get away, get away, get away. You know what? Screw this. I'm out of here. God bless. Okay, here. So the objects, they shake like that in the air and then launch at you. And as silly as it looks, they are unironically some of the most dangerous enemies in the game. For that reason, right there. For that reason! Ugh, I wasn't kidding. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually fight him. I can't just... I tried to just run past him. I can't do that. Okay, anyway, so Sam Lake said in that interview that no, the talks were never there for the game to be a horror game. It wasn't ever meant to be a horror game. But they wanted the story to be inspired by the horror genre, but the game was always going to be an action-adventure game from the start. So I was wrong. I really thought that they just didn't want to do all-out horror, but... Or sorry, that they wanted to do horror, but they were too afraid to. Turns out, no, that's just not what they did. Not what they wanted to do. Which actually makes a lot of sense, because... Think about Max Payne. That's not even remotely a horror game. It is an action game through and through. And if we're being honest with ourselves, The Matrix coming out while they were making that game is probably what catapulted it into popularity at the time. Because it was... Max Payne was basically like Matrix the video game, is how people saw it. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing... I don't want to use a flare on y'all. Wait, I'll cheese you. I'll cheese you right behind this pole here. Yeah. So no, they never wanted to make a horror game. I was wrong. Not until Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake 2 is their first time that they were like, you know what? You know what? Let's actually do horror this time. Let's do a full-on horror game. Whoa. Whoa. Imagine trying to do a no-hit speedrun of this game. You could do a no-hit speedrun with the basic enemies because you could dodge them. It'd be tough, but you could. With those objects, though, I don't know, man.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left. No guilt either. Not for him.
Dark Alan.
With a scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
I guess. Well, drop my bottle cap. That's okay. So Alan's gonna shove the door in somebody's face and trap them inside a room with the dark presence. And he's gonna be happy about it at some point.
Interested in writing. Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me.
You don't say.
All the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything.
Heavy flashlight? I'll take that. Yes, please. Thank you. Yeah, Stephen King was an inspiration to you. You don't say. If anyone out there hasn't put the pieces together, what we're experiencing is a combination of what's already been here, but also Alan's imagination as well. So he just outwardly admitted that inanimate objects being a big thing in Stephen King books was a big inspiration for him. So, you know, Stephen King the video game. Here we are. Thank you, thank you. Kylo, buddy. I think you're stuck down there. Why don't you come out the other side? Oh my god. Kylo, you almost got me killed. Let's hit these red tanks. Come on, hit the red tank. Hit the red tank. Hit the red tank. No, please. I don't have any flares left. Yeah, about that no-hit speedrun. I take it all back. Reload, 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 reload. Yeah, okay. If it's red and cylindrical, it explodes in a video game. No exceptions. Yep. Did you write that, Alan? Did you write that into your story? He did say the protagonist always has to be in danger. That's what makes it fun. Whoa, I hear that. I didn't like that at all. He was laughing. Oh, there's another one. Oh my god, dude. So these big ones can just get close enough to you to shove you. Stephen Kingerd. Right. I used to love writing. I don't know if I could do fiction, but I wrote essays in high school for fun. In light, you can hurt them. Yes, thank you. Thank you. This is a nice, well-lit room. Bunch of supplies in it. I'll take that. Take that. My not Energizer batteries, because this is the remastered version. And an episode of Night Springs.
We take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of
Does this door open?
delusion.
It does.
Vast cosmos of madness and horror.
The darkness surged towards me, sucking everything loose from the ground into its depths, tugging at my clothes. I saw the flare the kidnapper had dropped and threw myself towards it just as I felt my feet leave the ground. The darkness embraced me with the force of a tornado. Somehow I managed to light the flare. The darkness roared and cast me away. I fell toward the dark waters of the lake far below.
Okay, so at some point the dark presence is gonna pick Alan up. He's gonna pull out a flare. Here, I'll let y'all watch Night Springs while I read chat.
Tonight's episode, a family occasion.
How many air fresheners do they think it would take to hide the smell of a body in a car?
Study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs.
Hey, at least he had to ask, you know?
Until tonight.
At least he had to ask and didn't just know.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition, but But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Why is she talking seductively?
Well, I guess that's the least what would I have to do?
Oh, they're trapping him.
Here.
Oh, she's doing it on purpose.
With a kiss.
He said, mm. If you ever kiss a woman and make those sounds, you don't deserve a second one.
You have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his thousand, and all shall be glory.
Excuse me.
Shh, darling, be calm.
That's Alice's voice. Same voice actor, I mean.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit.
That was a quick episode. So she kissed him, and then he had... What'd she say? Your body will host his 1,000 young? That's messed up. Okay. Well. Why did that hurt me? What are you doing? 3.5. Oh, yeah. Dwayne Pipe knows. There's our bulldozer. You think I'm scared of you? Oh my. Oh my. Nah, we're getting cheesy around here. Have a flare. Oh boy. I'm more concerned about all the enemies popping out around the sides. Oh. Jesus. Come on, come on. Battery. Battery again. Got it. I hear one. Whoa. I barely heard the footsteps, and then Alan turned and looked to his left. That's the only reason I knew to dodge then. Yeah, that is very cool. That he will turn and look at where an enemy's coming from to kind of give you a heads up. What is the make of it? Not John Deere. No clue. I doubt they wanted to pay for any kind of licensing, you know? Probably went the Grand Theft Auto route. Just make it look kind of like a real one. Well, I take that back. Maybe they reached out to John Deere. That actually wouldn't shock me, since they did it with Energizer and Verizon. Remedy's like a dang YouTuber, man. They had to make this game by bringing in sponsorships and making a deal with Microsoft. Which, don't forget, the Max Payne games, the first two, the third one as well, but when Remedy was actually involved with them, that was published by Rockstar Games. It wasn't just Remedy doing it by itself. Truck! I'm out of here. They did name it John Deere, but a knockoff. Yes, they did. In Control. I can't remember.
I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine.
I have a feeling that was supposed to be music, and it wasn't. You're right. They did. They named the knockoff In Control about the tractor. Why'd you get out of the truck, Alan?
I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
Well, I mean, he asked for the manuscript, and you don't have the manuscript, so what are you going to do about that? We haven't solved that conundrum yet, Alan.
Without realizing it, I'd come to believe that the story in the manuscript was coming true. The current of its narrative had taken me deeper and deeper into dark waters. Alice had been taken from me. Barry was probably in jail. I was a fugitive from the FBI. The whole world taken over by the dark presence was trying to destroy me. It all felt real, but it matched a textbook case of insanity.
Well, yeah, you're just now putting it together. The manuscript pages we've been reading are obviously telling the truth because we were reading them and they're explaining things that haven't even happened yet. Winnie, you're fine. She just wants to go outside and sit in the sun, which normally that's fine. But if I'm going to be back here streaming, she's a little weasel. She has slithered her way out of our backyard 2 or 3 times now, just because she's so tiny. She's found little ways to get out. And if I'm going to be back here streaming for a few hours, I don't want her out there by herself. Who knows how far she could get in that time. Oh look, it's the Sam Raimi car again. Ash Williams' car, Uncle Ben's car. That's it, right there. Well, it looks a little different, but that's what it's inspired by. You made quick work of that one? Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I cheesed the heck out of it with flares. And the way it turns, if you get kind of close to it, it seems to not be too terrible.
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBS.
Am I supposed to be here? Another big area.
I apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained.
Uh-oh.
You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out.
Yeah.
If someone I met last night is listening,
that's me.
Say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Oh, no. Run away from the music. There's not a streamer mode in this game. If that answers your question, Rich. No. Run. Get away from it. Nope, we're not listening to music today. La 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 la. Whew. Yeah, so the last stream, the one from last Saturday, got hit by copyright because of the song that was at the end credits of Chapter 1. And I could remove that segment, but then it takes away the live replay, and I think that sucks. Like, if somebody wanted to watch it later, they couldn't see any of the chat. So I basically have to make, I have to make a decision, either remove the copyrighted portion so that YouTube leaves it alone.
It was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon.
Or I have to, and lose the chat if I do, or just leave it there. YouTube will continue restricting it. I'll continue having that copyright on there, and people could read the chat. Because the majority of views on these streams actually seems to come from after I've already posted it, not while we're live. Like, I probably don't get higher than 4 viewers at a time when we're live.
Window. Maine stared at Sarah. The sheriff looked away. Maine's voice shook with barely controlled anger. That boy's doing
more drinking than thinking. Got that right. Yep, no streamer mode. Oh, this is it. So we're meeting the kidnapper. Today at noon, apparently.
I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me.
Sun's going down. Doesn't look like noon to me.
Running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Nice. Is this him?
Wake. Where the hell are
It
you?
is.
Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
Someone's on a power trip.
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting.
I can't leave.
Hello? Hello? Ah! I'm gonna kill him.
Dude, Alan's going goofy here.
I had to get to Mirror Peak.
I can't say I blame him. I mean, you gotta God.
It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Great. You gotta remember, he's been sitting in this same room for probably 8 hours now. He got here at noon. Or no, he got early. He said he was early, so he's been here since before noon and now it's dark. Just long enough for the freaking eldritch entity to awaken and come get him. I don't like that.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara,
Thomas Zane and Barbara Jagger.
fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she
Okay, so when Thomas Zane met Barbara Jagger, she was his muse. She helped him write. He's the poet. Tom the poet. He's also the one that we've seen speaking to us out of the light. Because he said it has my Barbara, it's wearing my Barbara's skin. So from the beginning, the person that's been speaking to us in the disembodied voice of God, that is Thomas Zane. And if you think back to the very... Oh, come on. If you think back to the the first stream, when we were in the nightmare still, there was a poster on the wall that said Tom the Poet. And behind that poster is where the beam of light came through and the disembodied voice started talking to us for the very first time. And I very nonchalantly was like, oh no, the beam of light ruined my Tom the Poet poster. Okay, so now we're at the point, where I can cheese these things. So if you just find a little pole or something like this, you can hide behind it, and it'll just hit that instead of hitting you. Yeah, Tom the Poet, Thomas Zane. Oh, heyo. Look at all these guys. I need to quit wasting my shotgun ammo. Hello. Yeah, these little track outfit guys are supposed to be super quick, but I think every one we've seen so far, I've killed it before it had a chance to run around, juke and jive and all that. Something's in there. There's a couple objects in here. Let's open this up. I'm not dropping in there with those things. Yeah, absolutely not. Here, have a flare. I think there's two, though. Yeah, I hear one more. Yep, there it is in the back. Oh, I shouldn't drop. I shouldn't have dropped. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, man. Right on time.
What the hell?
Whoa. There it is. It's the lost smoke monster.
The only way
Okay.
to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building.
So I gotta go through there, but I don't want to get electrocuted. So I need to turn off the power again. Let's follow the power. Sorry if you can hear Gizmo barking. He just barks at crap. It's so annoying. That's why I had to get Ollie put away. Because if I didn't... Oh, hello. If I didn't put Ollie away and Gizmo starts barking, Ollie will start howl screaming. It's like... It's like... It doesn't even sound like a dog. Is that close enough? Try it. Yeah. Whoa. Oh my god. Nope, not today. Try me. Try me. Nope, not today for you either. Dang it. I was doing good there. Dude, the guys throw axes. It's constant. It is constantly throwing stuff at me. Frank Elk, did you look it up? That is funny though. Frank Elk. Alright, power. Where do I turn you off at? Right there. There it is. I was gonna say, like, oh no, now all the lights are out, but dude, like, the lights have been out the whole time. Except that one. I got some flares for my trouble. Alright, let's go. Uh-oh. See, yeah, this big thing might be intimidating to the uninitiated, but not to me. I would just run past it, but these things don't stop. Even when you're out of the area, they will continue launching. And I'm gonna bet there's a... Yep, I was gonna say there's probably gonna be a fight up there with a bunch of guys. And these things just be hitting me in the back the whole time if I don't take them out here. Alright, it's flare time. Come on, come on. I may die. This might be the it. This might be it. Yeah, this might be the end. I don't know what I was trying to say. Boom, there's one. Hey, how about we quit throwing stuff, huh? How about we quit all that? Come on, come on, come on. Got him. And I'm not even playing on hard. I don't think. I usually prefer playing on hard, but for the sake of stream, I didn't. Alright, these ones I'm just going to run past. Oh my... Come on. Drive. Oh, I could have driven the car down there? Well. See, look, there it is there. Still launching. I could have driven the car all the way down there and back. Well. Whoops. Come on. Oh, there's another one. Oh, he's charging at me? Get away. Okay, the flare stops that. That's good. Wait. Hear them barking again. Make sure it's not lawn care. Nope, it's not. Okay. That is a genuine fear. A genuine fear of mine today is that lawn care is going to show up. Like, that might even be so bad I just have to cut off stream. Come on. Come on. You thought you could ambush old Ryder Alan Wake, huh? Okay. Anything else we can reload? No. Yeah, this game, it's hardly ever necessary to go scavenging for supplies, because it kind of just throws them at you. Like, there's only a few sections where it's like, dang, I really wish I had more bullets or something. Like, ammo conservation's hardly a thing in this game. Which I get. I was just about to say, with the number of enemies it throws at you, it probably shouldn't be. Come on. Come on, hit that. There we go. Come on, boom. Follow. Don't mind if I do.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
Okay, see, that fills in a tremendous would-be plot hole. Because if the Dark Presence wants Alan for nefarious purposes, why doesn't it just possess him like everyone else it has been throwing at us the entire game? And that is why. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. I thought that was actually going to fall on me. Because it needs his mind. It can't just completely take him over, because that will destroy who he is if it does.
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
You don't know that. Maybe in Bright Falls. Hello, boys. Have a flashbang. I like how Alan always narrates himself. Well, it is in his head. Like, it's not, he's not saying it out loud. But it is, yeah, he does narrate to himself constantly. It's like, yeah, he's got to remind us of his motivations every 10 minutes or so. I had to find Alice. Like, yeah, we know. We haven't forgotten. Which, Mirror Peak Lookout, I assume that's it, way the heck up there. Maybe? But that's where the kidnapper wants to meet now. He didn't want to meet in our usual spot.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt.
So Alan and Barry are both going to get arrested.
The other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
Well, so Nightingale's going to get his hands on manuscript. We're going to get arrested at some point. Which I don't really care about any of that, except for the fact that that means we have to talk to Nightingale again. Alright, so can I go ahead? I'm just going to go ahead and explain. So Nightingale, the reason why he's so just a rabid anti-Alan is because he, well, I'll go in there, fine. He's so rabid anti-Alan because he was an FBI agent. He was trust no one in the dark. Noted. He and his partner were like driving through Bright Falls or somewhere nearby or something. And oh, okay. So is that my reward for coming and exploring? You're gonna throw enemies at me? He and his partner were driving around or through Bright Falls, and his partner got taken. Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Wow. Can't believe I dodged that. His partner got taken over by the darkness. And Nightingale found a couple manuscript pages that helped him figure out that, okay, whatever is happening, or at least these manuscript pages are describing what's happening as though someone named Alan Wake came up with it and is making it all happen. That's what Nightingale thinks. So he turned to alcohol and went downhill, and he's not even here on actual FBI business. Like, this is completely a solo mission for him, a side quest. The FBI did not send him here. He has no jurisdiction.
I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages
And
I
it
read for Alice.
bothers me. Pump shotgun, yes please.
Hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Oh, we're gonna hold the kidnapper at gunpoint now, huh? Well, yeah, and so now, and none of that is explained in the game. Every bit of what I just told you is, I think it's in the, what's his name? The Clay Stewart files, like the additional writing that came with the special edition of the game. And I can't fathom, with an antagonist as prominent as Nightingale is in this game, why their motivations would never be explained in the game. And that's why I hated him so much all the times I played this game. It's just like, dude, he's just unnecessarily unhinged, and there's no explanation why. Okay, I think I might take it back with this pump shotgun, because that was weak. I'll take this flare gun ammo though. So yeah, he blames Alan for the death of his partner. It's like, dude, you couldn't have given us that just like in a cutscene or something, or even a manuscript page. Like, I don't think that's even explained in a manuscript page either. If it is, I've never seen it. What now? Y'all acting like I don't just have flashbangs and flares. Here. This will solve this problem real quick. There it is. Goodbye. Goodbye. So that big whirlwind. Oh.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
So this is actually some good environmental storytelling. It doesn't necessarily explain all this to you, unless you find like a little, like a note, not a manuscript. It's kind of like a note, like things that you read around the environment. So where we are right now is an area where a lot of mining happened in the past, and there was just a mass amount of deaths. So now it's mostly just a graveyard, hence all these crosses here. And no one lives here anymore. It's an abandoned town completely. And if I recall, it's one of two reasons. Either because it was either because of all the, like the oh, we got fast boys here. I want to say it's because of the volcanic eruption in the 70s. It caused a bunch of the mines to flood. But it might not be related to that at all. It might be because of like dangerous gases or something that came up and it killed a lot of people. But either way, this was an area that used to be bustling with that, and now it's not. You know what? I don't even care about you. If you're going to keep dancing around, I'm not going to bother with you. Not going to bother. If there was a tie-in comic book, yeah, tie-ins you had to read were popular. Not a comic book, but it was more like a, I don't know, what do you even call it? It's like a special feature book or something. Like it was framed as though
the place was dead, a ghost town, Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Yeah, okay, whoop. It was one of those, it was a companion piece, basically. And it was framed as though it was all written and compiled by Clay Stewart, who was that guy that we saw in the dream sequence in the very beginning. And his story is that he was having nightmares of Alan Wake. Like, he was dreaming that same dream that we were, from his point of view.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight.
Okay, so some characterization for Alan there. He couldn't figure out the reason for his writer's block, and he's angry at everyone and everything. Got it. Oh, is this it? Maybe this tells us. Ah, originally founded in 1928, the mining town was one of the permanent settlements. The nearby graveyard is a testament to the dangers the miners face on a daily basis. Most of the men who lost their lives over the years here were buried there. A grim reminder to be careful for those who remained. The Gray Peak Gorge was abandoned almost overnight when the Bright Falls Mining Company closed its doors in 1970. Which I don't think 1970 was the year that Barbara Jagger died. I think that was a couple years later. So it may not actually be related at all. Oh boy. Nah, not dealing with that. Flashbang. And they were too far away. Here, have another one. There's more. Flashbang. Come on, flashbang. Don't do me like that. Alright, I don't think it got a single one of them. Nope, sure didn't. Ah, Mr. Mining Cart, you forgot your one weakness. Decayed wooden beams. Across the ghost town. I'm pretty sure we're about to fight Thomas the Tank Engine. Yep, here it is. Hello, Mr. Train. Okay, so this is another one of those, like the chainsaw guy. Good lord. It's like the chainsaw guy. They have a gold ring around them, meaning you have to use boosted light or like flare light or something. You can't just use passives on it. You know what works great? Flares. Yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, the enemy, the combat loop in this game is very repetitive, and it is often the biggest criticism of this game. And I agree completely. It does get extremely extremely repetitive. But Chapter 3 that we're in right now is about to end, and Chapter 4 probably saves the game for me. Like, if I were playing this for the first time, I'd be into the story still, as I was. But Chapter 4 is like what goes, oh.
Anything outside of writing is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise.
So what's going on right now?
Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back.
I think Zane's right.
I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
I'll borrow these things from my story, you uncreative hack, Alan Wake. So that shoebox that we found at the beginning, the very beginning of the game, That's what he's referring to. He found a shoebox with some writings in it from someone named Tom. And we saw the same box. And if we opened it, we would have read what he was just describing. So because Tom wrote about the darkness and Barbara Jagger and the darkness coming from the lake, taking over people, that's where Alan got, we'll call it inspiration, not plagiarism. Sure. He decided he was going to write a sequel to what Thomas Zane wrote. And I'm sure that he found that it wasn't by accident.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
I mean, I'm doing my best. Did he have to fight armies of tractors and trains and flying pipes and boxes to get here? Or is it just me? I love the disdain Alan just had. Like, ugh, this enemy type again. Oops, see you. I hear you, but I don't see you. Where are you? There you are. Yeah, we're almost there, boys. We're almost there. There's more of them. Hello. Round on the top of the mountain. Lover's Peak. Why you want to meet there, bro? You wouldn't catch me in one of these places. I'd be scrambling up the side of the rocks before I even once considered to come down into an abandoned mine shaft. American Nightmare? Ooh, dude, I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest. Tunnels go to call... Stop it! That's actually making me shiver. Tunnels go to Cauldron Lake. I don't like that whispering, but we're gonna come down here anyway.
Without warning, the headache stabbed at my brain.
That actually sent shivers. I'm coming.
Alice? I'm losing it. I gotta get out of here.
That is such a cool touch. To be clear, the area we're in right now is not the right way to go. It's completely optional. If you happen to go in this tunnel, right there is water from Cauldron Lake, because remember, the mine's flooded. And because we're getting closer to the Cauldron Lake water, that's what just increased his visions of Alice sinking in it and her talking to him. That's good stuff.
Thick-set men, confident and at home in the woods. They were feeling good, running on beer, ghost stories, and camaraderie late into the night. It did them no good, as they were taken by the darkness.
Yep.
Sucked deep into a darkness far.
Oh, we know. Yeah, the hunters got goofed. Now, to answer the question, am I going to do American Nightmare next? I don't know. Because I do not, even at the time, I did not like American Nightmare. I didn't like it when I first played it, and I really don't know if I'd like it now. I guess I don't really care. Maybe that's Remedy fan heresy. Maybe it's not. I don't care. I think Alan Wake's best elements... Actually, let me put it like this. The things I dislike about Alan Wake, this one, are amplified in American Nightmare. So, like the repetitive combat, the just the overabundance of enemies to fight, and the parts where there's not a lot of story and it's mostly just combat, I don't care for that in this game. It's the weakest part of the game to me. And from everything I've seen and from what I remember about American Nightmare, that's almost entirely what that game is. Plus, I'm familiar enough with the lore of American Nightmare to know that almost half of what's implied in American Nightmare is not true by the time you get to Alan Wake 2. So, I don't know if it's worth it, to be honest.
Room at the Majestic, the local motel. Nightingale could feel the locals' eyes on him. The unrelenting.
He forced it out of his mind. For all he knew, they could all be under Wake's spell already.
He knew they could all be under Wake's spell already. You do what you have to do.
So we get a little bit of sympathizing with Nightingale here.
Please, he thought. Just let me get through this.
At least telling us he's aware of the connection between what's happening in the manuscript pages, and he seems to be under the impression that Wake is causing all this. Well, so much for the exit. This looks Dude. They didn't have to make that whole tunnel collapse. Hello, Bigums. You're right, they could. Oh! Have a flare. You think I care? You think I care about your little weapons? You think I care you're gonna corner me in here? No. No. But yeah, so basically, long story short, everything I don't like about this game is pretty much entirely what American Nightmare is. So I don't know if I'm gonna bother. Hey Krishna. I know it's an old game, but I'd love to see Kingerd play Harvester. It's that perfect blend of surrealist horror and dark comedy. I like surrealist horror and dark comedy. Harvester, what kind of game is that?
I'd have to make my way up this mineshaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh, platforming. Yep, if you remember from Control, there's one thing I really hate about just single player story type single player games in general. And it rhymes with schmatforming. I feel like sections like this feel so arbitrary, and they serve no purpose, in my opinion. They serve no purpose other than to pad out the runtime. Unless you're playing a game like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, where that's kind of par for the course there. But maybe that's why I don't really care for Tomb Raider or Uncharted. I don't know. Puzzle solving and platforming is just not my thing. Puzzle solving I'm cool with. Like in horror game, that type of puzzle solving, yes, but platforming, God, my eyes glaze over every time. They glaze. Things I liked about Nightmare with the Mr. Scratch videos. I've never been a fan of the combat and fetch quests. You are absolutely right. That's probably the best part of that game, or the most interesting part at least. All the live action stuff I'm really into. Like, you've got the live action cutscenes, you've got the Mr. Scratch videos. And I guess that does bring up a good point. It's really hard to fathom why Scratch is even really a problem in Alan Wake 2 if you don't have the context of Alan Wake's American Nightmare. So there's that. Wait, did I not just... Oh, I kicked this ladder down so that I could do that. Okay. I climb back up here, and then I go back across. Ooh. I told you I'm a psycho. That song from the American Nightmare trailer, pretty good. That song pops back up in Alan Wake 2. Yeah, I honestly, if I do stream through Alan Wake 2, I will say this then. I'm not going to go up there. I actually wish that Alan Wake 2 had adopted more of American Nightmare's type of Scratch. Because it's kind of... the villain characterization feels so different between those two games. Like, I definitely prefer... Scratch is the best part of American Nightmare, for sure. I don't know. I won't go super deep into it here, because that's the big spoilers for Alan Wake 2, but... Yeah, they change up a villain so monumentally. I feel like he was already done pretty well in American Nightmare. All they had to do was expand on that. And they chose not to. For some reason.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
Okay, the last cable car we were in is the one that crashed, so that won't happen again, I think. There's a 0% chance we don't get attacked by birds on this thing, though. I don't remember. I honestly don't. But there's a 0% chance that birds don't pop up here. Harvester is an old-school point-and-click game where you wake up in a creepy town with amnesia. You have to figure things out from there. Okay. Hi, Dave. No. Get the... I'm gonna lose it. Point-and-click games are... I'm not against them. They can be my jam. But if you're telling me Harvester's good, then I may give it a whirl. There's just so many point-and-click games out there that don't end up having a payoff, you know? It's just like, eventually you get to the point you're like, why am I doing this? Hello. So, all that to say, I could do point-and-click games if I know it's going to be worth it. I mean, how do I get out of here? I said the last one's the one that crashed. That won't happen again. Well, GG's. A well-lit room won't save you from me. Jesus. Oh. Oh my god, that got me good.
Shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Alan. That got me good. Whew. That was right in my face. I think that answers how the boat got in the trailer park, don't you agree? If it's just throwing crap now, there's our answer. The guy said the boat looked like it fell from the sky, so there you have it. Alright. Hunting rifle? I think I already have one. We're almost there. Oh boy. They're hiding good this time. There you go. You know what? I don't have time for this. Y'all want me, come get me. If you want me, just come get me. I'm not gonna hunt you down. Yeah, just like that. There you go. I haven't even mentioned it yet. I do like that the flashlight beam is how you aim. Like it's a neat touch. It's unique, put it that way. Cauldron Lake. Oh, we're here. The 8th deepest lake in the world, Cauldron Lake is a caldera lake formed inside of a volcanic crater. So there's your volcanic eruption. The volcano itself could be considered to be active, but it has not erupted since the earthquakes of 1970, even though the underground cavity activity was comparatively mild. Despite some property damage, there were no casualties. Cauldron Lake is one of the most beautiful spots, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I was wrong. So it was 1970. So that mining town that got abandoned, that happened the same year that the volcano erupted and Thomas Zane's cabin went into the lake. Whoa. Oh, it has a payoff. I don't want to spoil anything, but if you like Twin Peaks or X-Files, you like Harvester. I do like Twin Peaks and X-Files very much. Where does one find this game? Alright. You guys really think that's going to be enough? No. Flare for you. Now you're gone. Now I'm going to turn around. Oh, God. Reload that. Let's pull out my hunting rifle. Battery. Bam. Got it. See ya. I just completed Cyberpunk's DLC expansion today. Felt all over the place, jumping from beginning to end without a middle, and then they refused to end like Lord of the Rings. Yeah, I don't know if y'all remember, I did a community poll a while back asking people if they felt like Cyberpunk was worth it now that the base game and DLC total was $50. And by like far and above, the people said yes, so I got it. Dude. I think I picked it up 3 times, and I still have yet to get past probably the first 3 hours.
There had been no sign of the Wakes.
Oh, this is good stuff.
Found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake.
Check this out.
It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Okay, so first off, our camo-clad guy with the frat candles, his name is Mott, and he was checking all of Stucky's cabins because he didn't know which one Alan and Alice were staying at. He checked all of Stucky's cabins and could not find them. Remember, back when we first showed up, and then Alice went missing, and then Alan lost his memory after he dove in the lake. Mott was looking for them and could not find them. So this guy has been after Alice since we stepped foot in this place. And he has a boss. We don't know who his boss is, but he has a boss who sent him to do it. Yeah, Cyberpunk, man, it takes a lot for an RPG to pull me in the beginning. Like, if it doesn't pull me in the beginning, I have trouble. You know, hot take, I had trouble with The Witcher. I tried it again recently. It was on the whole thing, all of its DLC was on sale for like 10, 15 bucks. And I tried to play it again, and dude, I just couldn't get into it. I tried. I'm aware that everybody loves it. I'm aware that everyone's into it, but it was not interesting. Neither was Cyberpunk. Oh, you boys that don't like yellow paint, this is not the room for you. Look at this. Freaking creepy. Tom. I miss you, Tom. I miss you, Tom. CW and TZ. Who could that be? Who do we know with the initial CW and TZ? You talked to me on the TV. Did you write this? I miss you, Tom. I curse you, Thomas Zane. So obviously this is about Thomas Zane, as everything in this freaking game has been so far. Who do we know that could have written all that? Got me feeling like it's a cool summer night. School's out. It's 2 a.m. and the windows are open. A young Dave plays Alan Wake in his living room while his family is asleep. He is frightened but happy. Yep. Nostalgia is strong for me in this game. Oh, and Dave, if you have favorite games, if you have games that you really like from your childhood or, you know, just throughout your life, my strong suggestion is don't go on the internet talking about how much you like them. Unless you want hordes of people bearing down upon you, telling you how much, no, actually your favorite games suck. They're all terrible, you're terrible. Unless the thought of that is enticing to you, don't go on the internet. Don't make a YouTube channel. It wouldn't let me dodge. Have a flare. It's still not letting me dodge. What's going on here? This can't be. And now he's dodged. That's eggs, man. What was that? That was twice. Twice it didn't let me dodge. Harvester is on Steam for only like $6. Okay. Yeah, certainly check it out. I like Twin Peaks. I like X-Files. I like dark comedy. I like horror. It's all there for me. Alright, enough. There we go. Oh, you know what? Why did I not do this last time? Have a flare. And Dave, yes, I know. I knew that with the last stream. Do you think I'm a fool? It rocked. It rocked. So, real question is, now that I've come out of that hellhole of a house, why did I come here in the first place? Is this even the way to go? I'm not convinced it is. Oh, yes it is. Okay. Not a waste of time, guys. Not a waste of time. Yes, we had to get up here to get to the back. But hey, all that goofy psycho scribbling in the basement, I think that's good stuff. That was worth it. Oh, I think this is it. I think we're finally here.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Who would be in a boat out where the cabin was?
I was close now. I had to get there fast.
Oh, y'all ain't ready.
I tried to hold on to Alice.
Y'all aren't ready for Chapter 4.
Away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. I had to give you a sedative.
Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
Right now it's very...
Marula's not here in the chat, but she was asking from the beginning, was this all Alan's imagination? Well, we have a manuscript page right here saying he wakes up and Dr. Hartman standing over him saying that he was having episodes. You're a patient at my clinic, have been for a while now. Yeah, y'all ain't ready for Chapter 4. Chapter 4 is the best chapter in the game. Yes, Dave, this is a remaster.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
Yeah, this is the remaster, but we're about to get into some cool story stuff. I want to answer this question first. This is a remaster, but if I'm being 100% honest, in my opinion, the only thing that looks better is the facial models. Everything else between the original and this looks identical. So, yeah. Oh, listen to him. Barbara found him, I think.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make him play ball. You see? We got him right in for...
You rat. You rat. He never had Alice. He never had her once. He just wanted Alan to write. He is getting the piss bullied out of him by this lady. That's what you call getting PG-13 to death. There's our page that mentioned Alan picks up a flare. No song. Nope, skip. Not today, copyright, not today.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
I love the TV show aesthetic and how it does a recap. I wish they'd continue that in Alan Wake 2, but they didn't for some reason.
It was just a nightmare.
What's up, girl?
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic.
Yeah, Shutter Island, right?
For a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lie.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Yeah, this is a remaster, but the only big differences here is the face models, and there's no Verizon or Energizer anymore.
Dinging was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think.
All right.
Couldn't focus.
So Alan went goofy. Let me out of here.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
I hear footsteps. There we go. All right, let me out of here.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't...
Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do that. Come on. No, bring me back. Whoops.
blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Sure, everything I might have forgotten. Alright, so now we get...
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip. Except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
Alright, two things. One, here he is. This is the same book that Alice had in the back of her car. Again, remember, the whole reason Alan and Alice came to this place was because Alice and Dr. Hartman had spoken and she wanted him to come see Dr. Hartman. Because Alan was having troubles with anger and writer's block and all that. Two, he just said all the patients are on a fishing trip with Jack. If you've ever seen One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Jack Nicholson, I'm 90% sure that's a reference to that. There are other references to that movie in this game.
Activity is a part of the recovery process.
Good movie.
Here at Cauldron Lake Lodge, I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
Yeah, same. Same about the batteries. I've used rechargeables probably 10 plus years. I want to see if there's anything over here. Nope. Alright, fine then. Okay, so Dr. Hartman specializes in treating artists. And he's telling us that...
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're
No.
in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking.
Yeah, this is big Shutter Island vibes.
A feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe it.
Yeah, it's a nice touch that while we were inside, there was a haze around the outside of the screen to indicate that we were hopped up on the good stuff that he gave us.
Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful.
Alright, see ya.
Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
That is a good point.
You're a skeptic by nature.
That is a good point. I'll give him that.
Know this. Everything can be
It makes way more sense that Alan's cuckoo and is a patient here than there is an evil eldritch being under the lake that possesses people and has kidnapped his wife. What's this? Beyond the shadow you settle for, there's a miracle illuminated, TZ, in the memory of a dear friend and poet. Hello, Thomas Zane. Thomas Zane is everywhere, boys and girls. Unironically, I want to be in a place like this. Look how cool this is. Seriously, that's a huge lodge. Nice big windows. Beautiful view. Mountains, lake. Come on. Come on.
Cauldron Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side.
That's Mirror Peak over there.
I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived.
And Diver's Isle is right.
Nothing but waves.
Diver's Isle is right about where Alan's head is right now.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way.
And don't forget, at the very beginning of the game, when we were at Diver's Isle, we could see this lodge from there.
Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman obviously loved his own voice. Echoed mad.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting. My eyes are starting to glaze over listening to this clown.
My hands.
I mean, everything he's saying makes sense. All of it.
Begin the journey towards
Yeah. If the only thing that would throw me off is if they showed the dog was alive.
Come along. Let's go inside.
Yeah. Right. Well, our crusade for Max. Oh, wait a second.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only.
Look at this guy. Look at this creature hiding behind the couch.
I do love to hunt.
Okay, I don't care, man.
Man versus nature.
I don't care. Look at this guy.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah. Scary, scary.
This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest reference as well.
Emerson.
All right. Enough of that.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Burke is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared.
Goodbye.
You can't just decide what
Who are you? Hello, lady.
when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll listen to you. So this guy, this is completely optional out here. This is cool stuff.
Oh.
Look at this.
Oh, I've painted you.
Okay.
I've painted you. Look what he friggin' painted.
A couple of days ago, Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me.
So he's painting like pictures of Alan and things that have to do with Alan, and Hartman has taken a special interest in those paintings. She's just chilling. She is not. Lights on, no one's home. Alright.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room.
I did not, actually.
Working as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
What is this? Welcome to Cauldron Lake Lodge. We're here to give you the specialized help you need. Please observe the following. Ask family and friends to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interfere with your therapy or periods of creativity. Also, please respect your fellow patients' need for privacy and personal space, especially when they're engaged by their creative processes. Alright, so our boy Hartman specializes in helping artists, like he said, And there's an obvious push here to get people who are in this lodge to engage in their creative art, whatever it is. Like the guy that paints outside, for example. And Alan typing. That's why they brought him a typewriter.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming.
The real main characters.
What a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
That's the spirit.
And these two are the Anderson.
Remember, we saw these guys in the diner in the very beginning.
They had a, how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods.
Thanks for that, Leslie.
When the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby.
I actually had to think about that.
In advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that.
So these are our rock stars, guys.
I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
These are our rock stars. The manuscript page mentioned them. After Thomas Zane, the rock stars like stirred the dark from its sleep. Those guys are rock stars.
We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write.
His eyes are really close together.
Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah!
So Tor and Odin, I think you can get it. He's got a hammer. He's missing an eye.
Could understand the world when it's like this. It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
All right.
Say, you're all right, Tom.
Ah, that's right. They called Alan Tom back in the diner too.
Valhalla!
We wrote it all down lest we forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
A manuscript page.
My head was clearing up.
Well, first off, we're still stuck in this place where we're trying to figure out if Hartman's right or what. But they just handed us a manuscript page, so let's see what it says.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Guys, you know what Emil's last name is? Hartman. Dr. Hartman was Thomas Zane's assistant, and according to this page, Emil is the one that helped Tom keep writing. Hi, Winnie. Can y'all see her through the camera, maybe? She's already been outside. She just wants attention now. Hello, sweetheart. Here. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here. This is not a combat-heavy part, so I can hold you for a minute. No sniffing the microphone, though.
Or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything.
Stop.
Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Maybe.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah,
Winnie, this ain't gonna last, little girl. Oh. That's important. No. So they've got their farm is nearby, the Anderson farm. And they said they got a special... Oh my god. The dialogue's so good, I keep trying to leave, but it won't let me.
Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch. And my ravens. What were they?
Memory and thought.
The hag. She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
I've never heard this before.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask.
Oh my God.
Lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Not on purpose.
Now it was already open a crack, and whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Wow. Yeah, I've never heard all that dialogue before.
Tired. Built the farm close to the lake.
A place of power.
Place of power.
I mean, that's terminology and control. Just saying. Okay, so their farm is nearby. They said they got a batch of the special stuff that helps you get your head right, whatever that is. They're referring to moonshine. It's stuff that they made and sold. Cuckoo. And they straight up just told us that the black what do they call her, the hag, the lady in black, Barbara Jagger, gives your art power. And she did it to them, she did it to Tom, and now she's doing it to Alan because she takes something first.
I'll do that, Birch.
She took Thomas's Barbara.
Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot? Huh?
Yeah.
Typewriter's in your room.
So she took Tom's girlfriend and possessed her. She took Odin's ravens, is what he said, named Memory and Thought. And then she took Alan's wife, Alice, to try to get them to write.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think.
Oh, this is the best little TV thing here.
I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I love it. When he says that, the dude on the TV's mouth lines up with it perfectly.
Closer to saving Alice.
It's the only time these actually speak that way.
Story will come true.
That's the only time that TV, the Alan that we see on the TV, matches with what the voice is saying. Okay, here's another one of those QR codes. I'm pretty sure this one leads to something really stupid. Let me see. Because these used to go to like VODs or something, and the one that we looked at earlier. Oh no, it actually works. Oh yeah, it's Visions. Okay, so feel free to scan that if you want to on your screen. But basically, if you open these, it takes you to a Remedy YouTube channel of
it was the only thing I could do
of Alan.
Watching me like
It's spoilers for the end of the game though, so if you don't know what happens, I would recommend don't do that. But like, you got to remember, this remaster came out years after the original, so they assumed that people playing it already knew what happens at the end. But yeah, we just got confirmation, or at least from them, that the entity from the lake makes your art come true, and she tries to edit it and twist it to her own means, like what she wants it to be. We're getting deep, everybody.
The white glare of the blank.
We're getting deep.
In front of me hurt my eyes.
And moonshine, I'm pretty sure it's very illegal. It depends on the ingredients in it, I think. For Washington specifically, I don't know. Where I live, yes, it matters. There's moonshine that's legal, and there's moonshine that's not.
You stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool.
I'm gonna guess the Anderson brothers are all about the illegal kind.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about.
Yeah, Alan still can't write.
Chance of getting out of here.
Oh, Tor got an actual hammer?
Afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak.
My boy Tor has always got a hammer.
Giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business.
Oh, our boy Barry did come looking for us.
Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
But are these manuscript pages, are they still real though? Because everything that we saw that the manuscript pages talked about, we're now hearing that all of that was fiction anyway. So what if Alan wrote the pages while he was here, and nothing that's written on them is real?
That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming.
Oh, he rocked her with a hammer. Oh, look at the guy hiding in there. Look at him. The big orderly. That's just his little face. Oh, he closed it. I don't know why these guys have gone Rambo mode.
He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Oh my. Alright, to Hartman's office. Okay, let me before I open this door, let me just say to all of you, everything that we're about to see, I missed in my first playthrough completely. So there were a lot of questions that we're about to get answered right now, and I missed it. But we won't miss it today. Oh no, I will make sure to show all of you. First up, on the right, what do we have here? It's a picture of the staff of the lodge.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside.
And who's that on the right?
I knew the man next to Hartman. He was the kidnapper. Hartman had been playing me all along.
Mott the kidnapper. He'd mentioned his boss in the manuscript pages. His boss? Dr. Hartman. We also know Dr. Hartman was Thomas Zane's assistant who encouraged him to write. And now Dr. Hartman has a lodge. Here's our paintings, where he encourages people to be creative. So what can we infer from that? Look at the paintings too. That's clearly a taken. That's clearly a taken. I'll mention that one in a minute.
Said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Oh, that's cool. So this map here, I think this map was meant to be what the open world would have looked like when the game was planned to be open world. And watery over there, that is actually in Alan Wake 2. Okay, so remember how the first stream I said I'm 99% sure that there were supposed to be wolves or something as an enemy type in this game? Because we heard about pets going missing, and this is the other reason why. Because these paintings are all of enemies we've seen and stuff we've come across. Like there's the birds, there's a woman in the lake, there's some taken there. Here's a wolf, and there's a wolf. I really think that it was supposed to be, and they removed wolves as enemy types for some reason.
Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see.
Yep, here it is. Mott, the kidnapper, was Hartman's assistant.
A mess of it, and he knew it.
Or employee.
The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for, to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Mm-hmm. And this thing right here too. I missed this too. Here we go.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep.
So we already knew that Alice and Dr. Hartman had spoken. This is their conversation, but pay attention to what she's saying here in a second.
And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake.
Right here. Listen to what she says.
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And
You don't ever say this.
Someone else looking out from behind your eyes.
I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid.
I'm so afraid.
And we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark.
He just keeps me in the dark.
So alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor.
You guys recognize those voice lines?
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just...
Listen, cooperate.
He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying...
Alan will tell us. If you don't get it, he'll tell us.
Once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Yep. Twice that the kidnapper called us and said and pretended that Alice was on the phone. It was dialogue from that phone call that he had just cut up and played over the phone to make us think that he had her. He never did. So their plan, it looks like their plan had been to do that. They were going to kidnap Alice, but they weren't able to. Because the darkness got her first. Oh, the main character. Yes.
Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in?
Barry?
There he is.
About time. Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no. The cops.
This is all finally feeling like it's coming together at this point.
Obviously a victim in this.
Hi, Winnie.
Demanded to be treated as such, or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were.
Oh wait, I have the key. I can just open it.
They let me go.
Dang.
Then I get a call.
Winnie, are you serious?
These were all
I'll clip that for later.
and more.
Hope y'all saw that. That was wild. She just ripped my mic and the stand off the desk.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
There's Dark Alan. There he is.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot.
The mask slips off.
Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al,
Poor Barry. Poor Barry has no freaking clue what's going on.
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
And you're what? What do you provide? Nothing. Goodbye. Oh, manuscript page. Shutting the door on somebody. And Dark Alan smiles. He's happy about it. Alright, Hartman's full of it. He's full of it. It was all a ploy just to try to get Alan to write because he knows that works of art come true. Look at all this darkness, dude. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Ah, quick time event. I hate it. Curse you, 2010. Yep, and I guarantee you that Hartman has been doing this since Thomas Zane was around.
He'd like to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Since Thomas Zane was around, trying to find artists. Because I mean, think about it. Like if you knew that a lake, or just the area that works of art came true, but you weren't yourself an artist, you'd probably try to find and say you wanted to control reality. You try to find an artist who could make the art for you and listen to you and take your advice, and basically you'd be their editor. And that is the whole purpose of this lodge. That is the purpose of Hartman wanting Alice to bring Alan here. He was probably frothing at the mouth when a famous writer's wife called him. Yep. I don't know where I'm going. I really don't. I'm trapped. How do I get... I think I went the wrong way. Give me a door. Is the door shut? Is there a light? I can't see. That's so dark. Okay, the door is blocked off. But I don't have a... Oh, I've got a flare. I don't know where this came from. Or counter theory, Alan is sleeping, it's all just a dream. Yeah, right. You know how mad that would have made me if the plot thread with Hartman turned out to be correct?
Hartman knew he was no creator.
Here it is. Here it is.
Ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So imagine Shutter Island's ending, except Leo was right. Imagine that. That's what we're experiencing right now. Oh, what's this? I will not watch an episode of Night Springs right now. Sorry. Watch TV? I've been watching TV. What are you talking about? Yeah, we're not watching that right now. We're busy. We're trying to escape. Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Oh, that ball's moving. Okay. Do it again. Can I open this door? Nope. Do it again. So I'm not gonna lie, the first time I played this game, I thought the Hartman and the kidnapper plot thread was a complete waste of time. Or sorry, I thought the kidnapper plot thread was a complete waste of time because I didn't realize that Hartman and the kidnapper were connected. How insane is that? Like that I missed that connection, and so I didn't understand the whole purpose of the kidnapper. I think I need it to open this door. Let's try to dodge it. Come on, buddy. That didn't do it. Or can I go out a different way? Nope. Alright. We got it this time. Come on, ball. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dude. Open up! Alright, we're just gonna take the hit. That didn't work. I'm stuck! Oh. Alright, we got it. We got it. You gotta get that thing just right. I like how the old men stretch their necks out when they're speaking. Yeah. Yeah, so far, we have gotten several... Oh, wait, I guess I can just run in there now. Let's try it. Will it hit me? Will it hit me? Will it hit me? Will it hit me? Yes, it will. We have seen several responses to people discovering the manuscript. Like, Alan has been obviously confused, but looking for them. Nightingale has wanted to come get Alan, because he blames him for all this. Hartman wants to control Alan. I can't get it. And the kidnapper has worked for Hartman. And the Dark Presence is the one trying to control it, the one wearing Barbara Jagger's face. Got it, finally. Jeez. We got out.
I'm here.
And Barry just didn't believe it. He just was like, oh yeah, whatever. Actually, no, he was happy that Alan wrote it because he wants to publish a book for him. He's his agent, after all.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al.
Alright, I'll take it.
Oh, God! Look at the house, Al!
What's wrong with the house? Ooh! Oh, there's things flying. The hedge maze over there. Where's over there? I think over here. The hedge maze. Yeah, big Stephen King guys, huh? Big Stephen King guys. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get me out of here. Time to go. Go, 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 go. Alan has the cardio of a 62-year-old woman.
The house looks bad. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, I see that. I'm more than happy to get out of here. Okay. Oh, not that way. Here, you know what? I'm gonna go let Winnie out because she won't shut up, and I'm gonna take a leaky gamer break. I will be back in approximately 120 seconds. I'll be right back. I've returned. Let's see. Transition. Alright, we're back. The small price we have to pay for being alone at home today. Gotta let the dogs out when they want to go. Alright. Let's get the Shrek out of here. Oh, let me make sure all my audio's on. I still have PTSD from that time I forgot to unmute it. Alright, we're good. Okay, sweet. Let's do it. Alright, where to go? Oh, gate. Yeah, hedge maze. Big Stephen King, big shining guy. Alright, sorry. Had to get comfortable. Okay, here we go. Will we get lost? That's creepy. I hear him too. I hear him walking around. I don't like it. Ah, there's one. He did it again. See, that's so cool. I love how Alan turns and looks. Oh, looky here. The yellow paint. Don't trust Emil. So somebody knew, whoever's leaving the yellow paint, knew that Emil was a dirtbag. So Hartman, he must have figured out with Thomas Zane that works of art come true at this lake. And since then, he's been on a crusade to harness its power for himself.
Paraphernalia that littered the area surrounding an unlikely
Something, yeah, big shining guy.
A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings.
So we're gonna go to the Anderson farm after this because they said that's where we can clear our head. And we're gonna see when the sky split open with a deafening boom.
The music started blasting. It felt strangely appropriate.
We're gonna see the Andersons rock stage. Yes, sir. Do you ever wish... Hey, Krishna, do you ever wish real jobs worked like MMOs and would occasionally do events where they gave you 4 times the money and experience you normally get? Well, of course. I did work a job like that once. I was a telemarketer for all of 2 weeks. And they would randomly at different hours of the day be like, alright, if you get a sale in the next hour, we're going to double your bonus for it. I hear them walking around. That's awful. I don't like that. I don't remember how to get out of here. Oh, biggin. Get away from me. Get away from me. Keep shining at him. Keep shining at him. There we go. I don't have a shotgun. There we go. I need to utilize this more. So when you hold down the trigger all the way, you boost your flashlight. If you hold it down halfway, it lets you aim. I need to utilize the half aim more because I don't mean to always boost it. Oh, we made it. Somebody's up ahead. I hear him jabbering on. Wait, Kingerd used to be a telemarketer? No wonder he's such an expert on scummy business tactics. I was a telemarketer, and you know what? That job was still better. Oh, there's another example of it sounds creepy when you read the subtitles. It's dumb. No, I was a telemarketer, but we called people who had filled out sheets prior, so it wasn't completely random. Oh, there's the orderly. Let me guess, gold boost? Yep. Oh, birds. Okay, okay. Flare. So the flare will kind of protect me from the birds. No, flare, please. Light them up. Nope, it doesn't protect me from the birds. Light them up. Okay, you can't dodge them either. You have to use the flashlight. Get away. Yeah, just like that. There we go. Hello. I keep dodging out of habit, but it doesn't do anything. Jesus. I feel like that was harder than it should have been. That shouldn't have been... I shouldn't have lost that, but I did, because I suck. Yeah, I was a telemarketer, and so people would fill out, like, an informational sheet at a store or whatever for, like, a chance to win something. And then it would say on there, like, by filling this out, you also agree to be reached out to by this company about this thing. Honestly, they probably didn't see that part. In fact, no, what they were filling out was a shopping spree. So imagine you go to not a restaurant, a store, and you fill out a sheet that says, register here for a chance to win a $5,000 shopping spree. Also, if you fill this out, you agree to be solicited via phone by this company that sells cruise packages. Come on, there we go. We're getting it. We're getting it. We're getting it. His eyes are white. That's creepy. And so we would call those people, and sometimes it'd be like, hey, do you remember that sheet you filled out at Bass Pro Shop or whatever? And people would get so excited, like, oh, I won the shopping spree. This is great. We'd be like, actually, no, that's not why I'm calling. Do you want to buy a cruise ship? Or not a cruise ship. Do you want to buy a cruise trip? Hey, I will admit though, the cruise deal was pretty good. Like the ultimate goal of it was to get you to go do a timeshare tour, which those are scummy. Don't ever agree to one. Oh, hello, Bigums. But the cruise, it was like, so imagine you would get to pick your destination spot, and the trade-off is if you go to this place for a weekend, you'll get a free trip there for the weekend. Well, not free. You get what I mean. You get the trip paid for the weekend, and you'll also get a 5-day cruise for 2, up to 4 people, but for sure 2, for a week. In addition to that, and you get both of those trips for a combined cost of, like, I think the top price was $400, but depending on the day, sometimes we could take it all the way down to like $150, which is an absurdly good deal. If you just go do the timeshare tour, don't buy a timeshare, get your lodging paid for the weekend, and then take a cruise, and you spent $150, like, that's insane.
A beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now.
Mott was a big baby, sounds like.
To whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Yeah, because Alan is Knuckles Magoo, gets really mad really easy. Unironically, Alan Wake is the best sequel to Luigi's Mansion. At least this chapter is. Luigi's Mansion's a banger. That game slaps. Alright, I think we're almost out of here. I guess when I made that Alan Wake 2 video, or Alan Wake video way back when, I forgot. One of my big criticisms in that video was how it announces the enemies every time. I guess I forgot just how often it does actually make them just kind of pop out. Reload, 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 reload. See ya. Looks like a UPS driver. Ah, flare. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, they should have given Luigi guns to shoot the ghost with. This big missed opportunity. You almost had me there, Wheelbarrow. Almost had me. Those sound like cats, but I know they're not. I think they're supposed to be crows.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from...
Oh yeah, I know when this happens.
To climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay.
Barry turned. He gets attacked by some Taken. Barry screamed and threw up his hand, then the world exploded. We'll see when that happens later. Barry gets attacked by a group of Taken. He gets ambushed. We'll see when that happens. Okay, so the question now is if the manuscript was written by Alan, and it is now coming true, just like other works of art do here. One, when exactly was it written? And two, how much of it is written? Where does it end? And I think if we put 2 and 2 together, we can easily see that it was written during the time that Alan doesn't remember, because he dove in the water after Alice, And then he woke up in his car that was crashed a week later, and we don't know what happened during that week. So that's got to be when he wrote it. But we definitely don't know how much of it has been written now. Like what? Because where does it end? What's the end goal? And we know that this dark presence, this dark entity, wants the ending to be in its favor in some way, whatever that means. Maybe getting released from the lake, or spreading, or taking over more people, or whatever. But we don't know how much of that was completed.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the
Sleep well, Alan. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood.
down. Give him proper direction.
Wake, whoa, wait. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had, well, since Tom, really. So yeah, the whole point was just to try to what? I don't know. I get Hartman must have known that Alan would never just go along with it. So instead he tried to trick him. I guess that's how you get more control. Because if you had someone who you could sedate and drug and all that over a long period of time, you could probably get them to be more compliant with what you wanted them to write, versus having to debate with them over what the story should say.
Get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up.
Thanks, Barry.
It's kind of loose in the lock, so,
Easy. Future Alan Wake is... Come on, Barry. You have one job. Unlock the gate. Future Alan Wake is the latest incarnation of the Doctor and has been using the TARDIS to go back in time and leave hints for himself in the past. Right.
Hurry up, Barry.
No, the Doctor... Alan wouldn't be capable of that. Didn't you hear? Doctor Who said that a male Time Lord would never understand. I don't even know what they said, but it was some other absolute garbage. Whatever they got going on with Doctor Who these days. I got a flare. Get away from me. Woo! Okay. You know what? Enough. A twig? What is this? This is a rifle. Okay. Come on, Barry. Unlock it, brother. Alright, great. Oh, we got it. Nice. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Out of here. The cutout in the back.
We're headed for the nearest. You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Look at that. Yeah, that lodge is gone. Oh, great. You hear that? I'll mute my mic while they're going off.
I'm crazy, but that's fine.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest...
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it. Look out!
Nice. Yeah, it turns out the Dark Presence isn't really a fan of being trapped forever, so...
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
It just works.
I lost my gun in the crack.
Leslie agreed.
Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Oh, the car is all the way down there? Jeez. How does she survive underwater? Well, do you want the... You want the quick answer or you want the real answer?
Barry! Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! And don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Oh, thank God.
Forget that. Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall.
Okay. Both quick, then real, please. The quick answer is because reasons. because there wouldn't be much of a motivation if she was dead. The real answer is because the lake is not just a it's not just a lake, it's not just a body of water.
Oh, there's something moving down here.
Barry, it's a taken. Use a flare, Barry.
Nice. Nice, Barry.
Yeah.
Barry, are you all right?
Look at him carrying the cutout. That's funny.
Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before, huh?
So Cauldron Lake, it's not just a body of water. It's another realm, basically. So you're not actually just swimming or, underwater when you're there.
Find your way around to the farm, Al. I'll be waiting.
It's where the Dark Presence came from.
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and...
There's the Anderson farm.
You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Yes, it will. We must protect Barry at all costs. New York City is nothing without pizza. Dude, pizza sound... You know what? That's what Kingerd is eating tonight for dinner. That's a fact. I don't have a flashlight. Oh, I don't have a flashlight. Yeah, suddenly the wheelbarrows and floating barrels actually become threatening. Oh, God. Become threatening when you don't have a light. Here's what we'll do. Turn this on, and we're going to stand the light. Yeah. Barry said he's going to buy a tanning bed and live in it. Yep. I am... Yeah, if you think about it, what an awful scenario to be in. Like, truly, if you didn't have a you didn't just happen to have a big flashlight on you.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter
Oh, this is a nice little side piece here.
Close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Yeah, this is actually a really sad side story here that we'll be able to piece together. So remember, Walter is the guy who punched his friend Danny. He said it wasn't Danny, it was somebody else, and he got arrested and put in the drunk tank. And now he's saying that he went to the Anderson farm to go snatch a couple jars of moonshine, and what he saw there made him turn around, head back home, and crying while he was driving. And we will see what that is. Tom's work. Oh, God bless. Freaking. Turn this on. Turn on. Turn on. Yeah. So Tom's words make sense to you now. To its ports I've been. Been, I think is what he said. To its ports I've been. To be 100% honest with you, to its ports I've been, I'm going to say been, even though he said been. Yeah, his poem at the very beginning, in Alan's dream, Thomas Zane said, listen to these words carefully, and then he said, a deeper, darker ocean green, to its ports I've been, to its ports I've been. There might have been a little bit more to it than that. It starts to make sense as the game goes.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy.
And it is a reference to Quantum Break, which is Remedy's next game. Like it mentions locations and stuff in that game, but that's not all it's meant to be. It's cool that it references Quantum Break.
The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head.
Uh-oh.
Almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting.
Oh, he was gonna just shoot Alan in his sleep?
He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Alright, so Wake is gonna sleep at some point, and Nightingale's gonna find him while he's sleeping. We gather that. Alright, here's our power. Oh, wow. Is that... am I supposed to do that? And I've got to use this. I wonder if it's on a time, too, like the other one was. Whoa! Good God, that thing swings. There we go. Yep, sure was. It's about to go out. Alright, well, we got it, so.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Flashlight.
Without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Oh, boys and girls. Kingerd crew, Gerd gang. We are rolling up on one of, if not the... oh, I see that. That's awful. I see someone walking up there. The most memorable part of this game. We're getting there. Is that a generator I can turn on? Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on. Come on! Oh, that's whatever. I'm stuck. Whatever. I hit that. I hit that. It didn't finish the animation, though. Gosh.
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead.
Have you seen the video where that meme comes from? New York City is nothing without pizza? Have I seen it? Maybe. Do I remember it? No. New York City is nothing without pizza. No, it doesn't ring a bell. I thought you were just referring to the New Yorkers and their culture and pizza. I've been to New York a couple times. I love it there. New York City, to be specific. If any of you are from there, no offense with this statement, but I wouldn't want to live there. I'm happy to travel there, though. Do I have any flares? Nope, sure don't. Oh, I don't have a gun at all. Oh my God, I forgot. I don't have a weapon. Nope. All right, we're just gonna have to run. Yeah, this is so crazy. I can't even go pick up those batteries. Okay, all right, all right. Now that I don't have a gun, so I'm not even gonna try to fight him. I'm just gonna run. I think that generator's there to bait me. I think that's why it's there.
Without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
And I see a safe haven up ahead, so I'll just run for that. Alright, we got this. We got this. Don't worry. Alright. Goodbye. Yep, come on out. Come on out. Chase me all you want. I don't care. I'm gone. Dude, he runs out of stamina so unbelievably fast. Oh my God. Keep going, keep going. Oh, there's another one. Keep going. The dodge. The dodge is jacked. Go. We're in. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So when you get into safe haven, they all disappear. And your health refills. So, a pizza owner in New York City went to City Hall and started chucking slices of pizza onto the grounds in protest of a proposed bill that would ban coal-burning ovens. Oh, well, give us pizza or give us death, and New York City is nothing without pizza. That's hilarious. I need to look at that. That's funny.
A car was driving.
There it is. Okay. So our page mentioned Walt.
As I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
It ain't Barry. Okay, so some context to this farm. It's the Anderson farm. They made moonshine here, and people still work here, even after they got committed to Hartman's Lodge. So there's still people that live on these grounds and work here. Can you guess who the Taken will be tonight? But yes, there's a whole operation that goes on here. It's a farm. It's still functioning. And that's the farm, and there's a little house like lodge right up here. Heavy duty flashlight? Yes, please. Yes, please. Give me a gun. That's what I want. I want a gun. I'm sick of having to run and dodge. There he is again.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage.
Yeah, so there's the house. So remember that page said Waltz saw something on the porch that made him turn around and drive home. He lives right there. And he was driving, he was having trouble driving through the tears. And we're about to see what that was. Oh, it's Tom.
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
And there's a
I had
page.
seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path.
See, that's the beautiful thing about reading the manuscript pages. You can oftentimes pick up on stuff before the characters do. Like, Alan still hasn't put it together that the voice is Thomas Zane. But we obviously have.
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger.
Oh.
Moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chained to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ghost, right? Okay, so there's the Dark Presence's end goal. It wants to be free. It wants to get out of here. But it's confined to what has been written in the story. And it will be all the way until the story ends. So if the story ends with it being free, then it won't be confined anymore. And we don't want that thing getting out and wreaking havoc on the world, do we? No. And it's using Alan, who is a writer. My name is Alan Wake, I'm a writer. To get there. Creepy house. Oh, this isn't the house. Never mind. Let's turn this... No, not the shotgun. Turn on the generator.
The gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
So now we got a shotgun. It's only got 2 shells, though. The Taken are filled with darkness. Alright. Shotgun ammo, yes sir. Thank you. 14 shells, that's what I'm talking about. Typical New York moment. Yeah, I saw some sketchy stuff in New York City. I definitely recommend going and visiting during the winter time, though. It's really cool when it's snowy out and the Christmas tree's up and all that fun stuff. Yeah, I would have no desire to live there, but I'd love to go back to visit again. Ouch. Get away. Your little friends thought they could get me. I'm astonished. I haven't hit a single bear trap yet. Not one. There's more of them? My god. Alright. Alright, we're just gonna move. The axe said, not if I have anything to say about it. And I do. Come on, buddy. Repetitive combat, but that is still satisfying. Blasting one of them with a shotgun. Ah! All I saw for that was a shadow. Get away. That charge. Oh wait, what am I doing? Just go get in the haven. Yeah. Goodbye. Alright, let's go in.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Please! What are you? No! I'm sorry!
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. My buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy who wrote this crap anyway.
Oh. And he's dead. Guess he won't be needing this anymore. Sorry to pilfer you while your corpse is still warm, but, you know. So Danny got him.
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist.
Of course you are.
This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
My name's Alan Wake, and I'm gonna write myself as the hero of my story. Right. Of course he did. Well, sad thing here is that Walter never got to tell Danny he was sorry for punching him before he died. So, what the was that? Ah! Is this our big boy himself?
Let me guess. Danny, huh?
Yep, sorry, Danny. So right now, we are playing through the story that Alan wrote already.
The front door was locked.
Yeah, well, we're gonna go out this way. Alan wrote the story, and we're stuck. We're bound to its events. Whoa. I've actually never been down here. I've never even noticed this before. So, that's just a deer. Okay. I don't know if any of you guys are hunters, but I can tell you right now that's not how you clean a deer. That's not how you hang one either. You don't just rip chunks out of it randomly. Wait, does this go back up into the house? It's locked. That breathing still gets me every time we're near that stuff. Alright. Finally, the Anderson farm.
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry is Barry.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. I want to blame... Oh, coffee thermos. I want to blame that on bad driving mechanics, which they are bad in this game, but that one was my fault. When Kingerd talks about living in rural America, I imagine him living in a compound surrounded by razor wire and automated defense turrets. I wish. Friggin' wish. That'd be living the dream. Give me 10 acres and some automated defense turrets straight out of Ark. Yeah, I'd be all about that. Well, hold on. What's up here? Dude, why is this area so big? Because I know where I'm supposed to go. And I'm seeing several places of interest here. That's crazy. Another one. Sure, I'll take it. Alright, we'll check one more place. And then we are going to go to one of the best parts, if not the best part of this entire game. We're going to check out this little... Uh-oh. Darkness scrolling in. We'll check out this little tower up here, and then we'll head the right way. I'm glad... I don't miss the driving. I'm glad they took it out of Alan Wake 2. Fort Kingerd. The Kingerddom. Or just the kingdom. We'll probably do. Save Barry. We will save Barry. He's down there. We'll get him. Switch to hunting rifle? No, I have more shotgun ammo. Give me shotgun back. Give it back. There we go. Oh, well, here's hunting rifle ammo. Okay. Alright, let's take the hunting rifle then.
Well, as I'm sure everyone's noticed, that storm we all felt coming is finally...
See, this game rewards you everywhere you go. It's so great.
Morning, at the very least. Pertaining to that, let me read that missing persons alert again. The sheriff's department's still looking for a Caucasian woman, 30 years old.
I think that's Alice.
Blonde with blue eyes. She may be lost in the woods, and it's possible she's been injured in a car accident. If you see her, please make sure you get her indoors and call the sheriff. It's bad weather to be caught out in, so if you see someone in the area who maybe looks a little confused, give him a hand, all right? This is Pat Maine on KBF.
Yep, talking about Alice. Talking about Alice.
Safe and warm tonight.
All right, Barry, here we come. Nah, y'all aren't gonna corner me here. Nah, y'all ain't cornering me here. Goodbye. See ya. Yeah, y'all thought. Whoa, hey, oh. Did I hit a rock or something? Nope, just bad physics. The real enemy of this game. Oh! Oh, it's not where you're supposed to go. That killed me? Okay. Stick to the trail then, I guess. Alright. I'll stick to the trail. Why did that kill me? Actually, Alice is the writer and Alan is the protagonist. Oh my god. Go, 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 go. Hi, Winnie. Hello, sweetheart. No, you gotta stop all that. You're very sweet. She's clawing at my legs, trying to get me to pick her up. Whoa. Dodge, dodge! No, that wasn't gonna hit me anyway. Alright. Wasn't gonna hit me anyway. Oh, there's so many of them. Okay. Where do I go? Where do I go? I think this is it. I think this is it right here. Get out faster. You forget we're in a hurry? You forget we have a dog to avenge, Alan? Oh, they're behind me too. Run, run, run. Go! Woohoo, I dodged it. And they're still coming. Go, Alan, for the love of God. That was not the time. Huh. Alan needs some proper motivation. You should have written yourself to be more motivated, Alan. Oh, is this it? This is it. Okay, so that's where we're headed. It's gonna bother me if I don't check out this house first. Warriors, torchbearers, can't redeem my dreams. You know the best part about Remedy games? Yes, there's copyrighted songs, but the ones that matter are not. Alright, here. There we go. Alright, time to go. There's another building back there? No, we're not going. We're not going to that. We're just gonna go. Yeah, I mean, seriously, everywhere you go, that there's somewhere to explore, it rewards you somehow, and I love that. Alright, we're about to see the world explode.
Some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Yeah, we've heard that the Anderson brothers are rock stars, but now we're about to see it.
Ow! Run! Incoming!
Here we go. This is it, baby.
God damn.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone.
Yes, you can, Dave.
Shut up and shoot. Ow!
Can't redeem my dreams.
Get up on the fireworks. I'm here to help you out. You notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is...
Yeah, I did notice that.
Ow!
Ah!
I'll try to get this thing on top.
It's a Remedy game. You thought we weren't going to get Poets of the Fall? Poets of the Fall in a standoff during a musical sequence? Okay, so we gotta keep holding out till he keeps turning the spotlight back on. Oh, and real quick, let me say, this song's lyrics directly are directly reflected by the events of what's happening in the game, which is very cool. Because remember, works of art, songs are works of art too. They make things come true. Get away from me. Yeah, Dave, to answer your question, you can hit take him with the car, but if you don't if you don't take away their darkness with the headlights first, it doesn't hurt them. It just damages your car. But not knock their darkness out with the headlights first, it'll kill them when you run them over. Ah, there it is. Whoa. I unironically listen to this song probably once a week. It's called Children of the Elder God. Elder God referring to the Dark Presence, and its children referring to the Taken. Barry loves it. Memory and Thought, that's the name of Odin's ravens.
God damn it!
Yeah, you see stuff like this, and it's like, okay, this is definitely not a horror game. Yeah, what about that says horror game? Oh! Whew! We jammed too hard, the shed couldn't take it.
That was awesome!
Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Oh, the pump action's sitting right there. I should have taken that. Oh well.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
No, the chapter's not over. This chapter's not done being great. Go back to the chess club. Leave my boy Alan alone. Actually, I will say, I think this is my...
Bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Also, whenever you shine the light in people's faces, they cover their faces. Look. Haha, nice touch.
We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me.
No, it took me 4 times to play this game to realize Alan's probably not a very good writer. If you think about it, he's a successful writer. He's got his one series, but that doesn't right away mean he's a good writer. So like all his rules about cliffhangers and you know the protagonist needs to almost die regularly
What's that, Al?
might be full of it.
I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can just take him for granted.
Okay, what do I...
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Did I just
Want me
drop?
to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Can I just walk in? Open up.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they?
Sure did. They got a Viking boat up there. Ship.
Look at all this stuff. They must have done okay for themselves. So how come I never heard of these guys before?
And this from the guy who learned about Ozzy Osbourne through reality TV?
Well, I mean, think about it though. The world had never heard of Thomas Zane and his poems, and he's never heard. These guys have never heard of the Anderson brothers. So there's probably something to artists around Cauldron Lake and their works either being forgotten or they don't actually make it outside of the area. Where do I go? Is there a ladder somewhere? Video game logic 101, you follow the light. Now, there's not a light over here this time. Oh, what's this?
Sleep.
Bright Falls.
We all spend
Night Springs. Dang it, I mix them up all the time.
Memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Have you read the manuscripts? He's an awful writer. I think I took it for granted that Alan was a good writer because I thought he was characterized that way. And it took me until really Alan Wake 2 to understand, like, you know what? Maybe he's not. Maybe he's not that good of a writer. Now, if y'all do want me to, and you're interested, and I do stream Alan Wake 2, I'll have more commentary on specifically why I think that in Alan Wake 2.
It's 1976.
Here it is.
Madness
Anderson
reigns
Farm.
in the
Anderson Brothers.
Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from...
That's why it's special moonshine.
Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Yep. So their moonshine has Cauldron Lake water in it, and it does something to your head to... Everyone so far keeps saying it helps you see. We don't know what that means yet. And they're just jamming out being rock stars, and their songs are stirring an ancient evil entity, and they didn't realize it until it was too late. Similar to Thomas Zane. See, look at this though. Look at this too. It's a whole tour. They went across the country, yet people still don't know who they are. It's a mystery. Am I supposed to do something with this? No. Little Winifred. Alright, if you can sit in my lap, you can sit still, hang out. You can sit right here. Don't try to lick my hands, don't try to lick the controller. Just lay right there. Bring it on. Yeah, just one guy, you don't scare me. Come on. Yeah. Wait, so what would have happened if I... That one surprised me. Here, go ahead and get down. She does that. She gets so upset and wants attention and acts like she wants something. And all you have to do is pick her up and hold her for 10 seconds. And she's like, alright. Gets down and runs away. Like, alright, you little worm. She's a parasite. I wonder what would have happened if I led these enemies downstairs with Barry. Like, would he move? Would he react? Just game mechanics wise, I wonder. Where's that coming from? Where'd Barry even go? Oh, he's gone. Okay, so he's not even down there. Oh, we got another speeder. Well, you know what? I don't have time for you. I choose to leave. Yeah, we're coming up on the end of this chapter, too. Oh my god. Is that truck gonna fly at me? No, I have flashbangs. Haha! Come on, nope, not today. Come on. There we go. Who's left? Anybody? Limp, Alan. Limp your way to the finish. We're almost there. Isn't it funny how I thought I was going to knock this game out in 2 streams? I guess if I streamed like a streamer and did it for 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day, I probably could, but I do not.
Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
So here's their moonshine operation.
I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Oh, these are all bottles of it just sitting around. Maybe it was the legal kind. If Barry's talking about mass producing it, then I would assume it's...
I have to find another way.
Okay, gotta find another way out of here. Hey, Giz. Oh, it's a door. Kick. He's good at storytelling, though, which is different. Agreed. Agreed. That's a good point. You can have a really good story, but tell it really poorly, or write it out very poorly.
Be careful, Al!
Prime example, Halo 4. I think the story of Halo 4 is incredible, but the way they told it sucks. It sucks. You get the most valuable information in one cutscene, and the most important aspects of the story they confine to, like, terminals that you have to find and stuff outside of the game. Yeah, the way they told it was stupid. Ah.
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Hold RB to bypass the climax. To bypass the Oh, yeah, Halo 4. Yeah, oh, yeah. That just reminded me. Holy crap. The boss fight, the final boss fight in that game was like click the melee button. And it was a QuickTime event. It's like, dude. Like, the story of the Didact and the story of Cortana going rampant, like, that's all great stuff. Like, the ancient history with humanity and all that, like, it really is cool. And then, yeah. click this button and you beat the boss and the game's over. It's so dumb.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but...
Halo 5 was the opposite problem. I thought it was fun, but the story was piss. It was terrible.
Boys, how busy are you now?
Deerfest. Deerfest, baby.
I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation.
Mulligan and Thornton. I'm glad they actually show up in Alan Wake 2. Now, what's more important than Deerfest, boys? Nothing. Now, where I live has a festival fair type thing similar to Deerfest. I'm not as backwoods as y'all think I am. Like, I don't live out in the boonies, but I do live around some pretty rural areas.
It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the
If I drove 5 minutes one direction from my house, then I would be at several areas where it's just people's land. But like, I'm right outside of city limits, so close enough to where I can get there quickly, far enough to where I'm not in the middle of it all. How do I get out of here? Yes, exactly about Halo 4. Completely agree. Awesome story, terrible layout. Will admit I enjoyed Halo Epitaph, though. You talking about the book? Whoa. It's a combine? I forgot about that. Ah! Oh my god. POV, you're the Kingerd. He just drove 5 minutes away from his own house. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Okay, so it's like the tractor fight. Oh boy. Okay, so get close to it, dodge it, just watch out for all these guys. Here, have a flare. Got it. And just like that. Yeah, boss fights are not really this game's strong suit, are they? You usually see, it seems to just amount to shine light on them. Shine light on boss, avoid small enemies. But we're here. We've made it. We've made it to the end of the chapter. Well, I'm going to finish out this chapter, and then I'm just going to close out the stream for the day. But we're going to end at a good point. Open the silo. Oh, Barry's still back there. We have to go get him first. Whoops. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Get our boy Barry. Okay. I listened with audiobook, but basically explains the domain. Yeah, I haven't heard of those. I've heard of those. I have not read them myself or listened to them, but I have heard that. I guess tell me if this is your experience. If you don't really like the direction the games took with the Forerunners, read the books, and it will make you like them much more. Does that sound about right? Like, it sounds like it explains a lot more in a very interesting way. Like, I even heard there's an origin story for 343 Guilty Spark in those books. I don't know which book, but... Which I don't know if I needed an origin story for him, but, you know, whatever. Whatever.
Yeah, it's me.
Winnie, I'll get you in a second. You've gotten enough attention today.
Hey, let's go, man.
Alright. Here it is. Now it's the end of the chapter. There's probably a collective... What? Let me through here.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate out.
Oh, gotta quick time it first.
Hey, I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Forerunner Saga, yeah.
It's a place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
2 more streams or just 1? I think there's gonna have to be 2 because I'm gonna hit up the DLC as well. And there's two DLC chapters. So there's 2 more chapters of the main game and 2 DLC chapters, so 4 total. Old gods know the truth. Well, let's hear the truth. Look at their house too. Look at this. They went all out. Old gods know the truth. Well, let's hear the truth, shall we?
The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
Well, I want to explore first.
The power downstairs was out.
Hey, you two, wait like 5 minutes and y'all can wrestle. My biggest dog and my smallest dog fight and wrestle all the time. Hey, quit. I think the microphone picks y'all up. And Kylo, they're not like hurting each other or anything, but he does that. He is so dang vocal when he fights with her. What was that? What hurt me? Alright, whatever. You know, I've never explored I know where to go, it's upstairs. I've never explored the downstairs before. So I was thinking maybe there was something down here, but nope. Doesn't look... coffee thermos. Thank you, Sam Lake.
You know, this place looks kind of lifted. I thought the Andersons were the booby.
Old cats know the truth. But yeah, the Andersons are... Hey, stop. We all quit. I'll play with you in just a few minutes. Quit. Manuscript page. I'm about to do it. You're about to get kicked out.
I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream.
The mystery. So we're gonna get. Yep, we're gonna see what happened when Alice disappeared. We're gonna see it. We're gonna see what happened. That's locked. All right. Hey, stop, both of you, quit. One more. I gotta do it one more time. I'm kicking you out of the room. Oh, this song's a banger too. I think it's the credits song.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
The message. Okay.
That's gotta be what's-her-face, the crazy lamp lady from the town.
So the record is stuck. Now, ladies and gentlemen, a record is something you used to have to play a disc on, and it could get stuck. There we go.
Okay. We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry.
What better situation to get plastered in? The Poet and the Muse. It's a song about Thomas Zane and Cynthia, or not Cynthia Weaver, Barbara Jagger. It's a good song too. It's on Spotify. All their songs are.
But we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Yes, you are.
If I just wanted
Dude, his drunk talk is so bad here.
books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What are they putting? I feel like my brain is coming out of my...
I named the stream the right thing, I guess.
I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry.
Drunk acting or acting drunk? Acting drunk.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
I think this is the longest stream I've ever done. I think we're coming up on 4 hours here soon. Guess that's what happens when I'm home alone for the day. Okay, the moonshine helps you see things. We're about to see it. Let's see it. And the Andersons' message they left for us was in their song about finding the Lady of the Light, which is Cynthia Weaver, the Lamp Lady. Find the Lady of the Light who's gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin.
Yep, this is it.
Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice? Alice!
I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
And he dove.
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
Yep, so he made it out. I guess, yes.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Alice!
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
Oh, God! Oh, my God.
Easy prey.
Oh.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Oh, that got me.
Maybe she didn't drown after all.
I knew that Barbara Jagger was going to show up on the dock. I was not expecting her to be right in my face when I turned the camera. Oh.
She's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm definitely getting pizza tonight after that.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me. Made me...
Yep, she's saying, oh, maybe Alice is up in the cabin. Yeah, okay.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Maybe
Where she is. You can apologize.
upstairs in the study with your typewriter.
Thing together and put it behind you.
Oh, what a piece of garbage.
Alice?
She's not here.
Oh, what a 180.
Foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's It's your fault you're...
Oh my.
You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you right. You killed her. Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her.
Yep, so that's why she didn't just kill Alice, she kept her alive so that Alan has a motivation to write.
All right.
Just like this.
I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it.
No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark.
Oh, this is about to be a beefy cutscene, y'all. Buckle up.
Manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending.
So he wrote his own escape, okay.
Everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
So Alan wrote Thomas Zane to come save him. Wrote him in his diver's suit to come save him. Because it made sense, because he was inspired by Thomas's poems.
Groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
It's back. Big Evil Dead reference. Big Evil Dead guy.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
So that's why we haven't seen Zane much since then, because it weakened him. And here we are.
I wrote it. It's my fault. That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
Ugh. It is the credit song. Yes. Yes, and it's not copyrighted, so I can sit here and listen to it as long as I want. I'll interact with chat while we're finishing up the stream. Listen to the words. It's literally, it's the story of Thomas Zane and Barbara Jagger. I have, Marula, I have. I've got volume all the way up now. It's a good song. It really is. I unironically listen to this song too.
Instant too soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back.
Dwayne Pipe. Barbara was not always old. She was only like 17 or something when she drowned. So that's an effect of the dark presence wearing her body, wearing her skin as a suit. It's a story of Thomas and Barbara and also a message to Alan in the future. Find the Lady of the Light.
That's how you reshape destiny. In the dead of night she came to him with darkness in her
There's a guitar solo somewhere in this song, and I'm waiting for it.
sweet words as her disguise. He took her in without a word, for he saw his great mistake.
Yep.
And vowed them both to silence deep beneath the lake.
It's about her coming back out of the dark lake and him realizing it wasn't really her, and then confining them back both to the bottom of the lake again.
On moonless nights, they may still haunt this place.
Oh, this is it. This is it. Yes. That's good.
And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, go mad.
I've commented on this song, right? That means it's transformative.
Reshape destiny. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
It was tempting to sing along with that the entire time, but then if I did, y'all would have just heard me and not the song. As enticing as that would have been, I'm sure. Alright, I'm not going to continue it because it's going to start our next chapter. I wonder... Yeah, so I need to go ahead and quit the menu. I love how the main menu changes based on what chapter you're in. So like right now it's registering us as in chapter 4, so we have the lodge. That's cool. All right, well yeah, I'm done playing, guys. So if you're here for the gameplay and you want to roll, I'm not going to be playing any further in the story. I'll pick it back up next Saturday at 2. Y'all know the drill. But I'll hit y'all up for some chat though. Remedy now owns 100% of the stream. Yeah, we'll see. Somebody, whoever owns the rights to that first chapter credit song, they copyrighted the last stream, so, you know, good stuff. I like how the lyrics drop hints on what you'll need to do in the next episode. Yes, it does. I mean, it's... Yeah, if you sit down and go read the lyrics yourself, you'll see that it is a straight-up retelling of exactly what happened to Tom and Barbara, and then you also read it from the lens of Alan reading it present day. It speaks to him as well. That's really good game design as well as songwriting. I know. I'm so glad that Poets of the Fall and Remedy are like good buds, because they've been involved in I guess every Remedy game since Max Payne. Definitely Max Payne 2 and probably Max Payne 1. I think Max Payne 1 they just did the song in the credits. Max Payne 2 they had, what was it called? Driving into the Night. That was a good song. Yes, that is the lodge. Alright, well guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. I got a pizza to order, so thanks for thanks for watching. If you came in late, no worries. The whole thing is going to stay up for your enjoyment, so... Anyway, next week I'll hit up chapters 5 and 6, and that'll finish out our main story. And then the stream after that, we're going to do the 2 DLCs for Alan Wake, so Looks like we got 2 more streams left of this game, and then that's it. It is beaten. What's in extras? I kind of want to see. Statistics. Oh. Yeah, that's cool. Cardboard standees found, 2 out of 6. Didn't know that was a thing. Alright, anyway, I'm getting distracted. Alright, guys, I'm going to roll. Thanks for joining. As always, thanks for watching.